Introducing SportReact's one-of-a-kind feature, the complete reactive agility system. With reactive agility, you can master change of direction movements that involve external stimuli, making your decision-making process more realistic to real-life sports scenarios. Now, let's dive into a step-by-step process on how to perform reactive agility drills. After installing the most recent software update, you'll notice a new feature called the Reactive Agility System. However, to take advantage of this feature, you must also update the firmware on your devices. Therefore, please make sure to update both your app and firmware before proceeding. To update the firmware on your devices, navigate to the menu and select Settings. Devices. Update. From there, check for any available updates. Once updates are found, click Next. Follow the instructions provided, and then click Finish to complete the update process. Introducing our latest addition, the Reactive Agility System, which combines timing gates and reaction systems. We'll begin by examining the gold standard t-test, and upgrading it to include a reactive component, thereby creating a new and improved reactive agility test. During the standard t-test, the athlete runs through the first gate towards cone A, then makes a lateral directional movement towards one side, before turning and returning in the opposite direction, ultimately passing through the timing gate backwards. Let's take a look at the reactive t-test and how it differs from the standard t-test. In the reactive t-test, a reactive light directs the athlete which direction to follow. At the end of the sprint line, a device displays a left or right arrow, and the athlete must make a split-second decision, and change direction accordingly, before returning to the end gate. This adds an extra layer of decision-making, based on external stimuli, which can have a significant impact on the athlete's ability to change direction during a game. Now, let's take a look at how to access and utilize our new feature. You have two options. You can access it via shortcuts on the home screen, or by going to the menu and selecting Reactive Agility System Home. To create a workout, the first step is to select the gates that will be used. Gate 0 will be the starting point, while Gate 2 will be the trigger gate. Finally, Gate 0 will serve as the end point. After choosing the gates, the next step is to determine the order in which the devices will be turned on. In the draft version provided, the first device is Start Gate 0, followed by Trigger Gate 2, and then Device 4. To activate the signal on Device 4, select the device and choose the desired signal. In this example, the right arrow is selected. Additional signals can be added, and choosing the signal, in example the left arrow sign. You can change the colors as well. We have the ability to specify the duration of the signal in the device. For instance, we may choose to have it for a period of 2 seconds and then press Done to signal completion. Our sequence of operations involves using Gate 0, followed by Trigger Gate 2, and then displaying random signals of either a right arrow or left arrow on Device 4. Finally, we must pass through the end gate to complete the test. This is the test protocol we will follow. To initiate the workout, you must first arrange the gates similar to how we did in the timing gate system. Once the gates are aligned, press the Show ID button, and then align the Line Up button again to match the devices. It is essential to acquaint yourself with the reaction and timing system first, for a comprehensive understanding of reactive agility system. Upon pressing the Start button, the workout will be downloaded to the master device, and commence after a 5-second countdown. Alright, let's explore the process of designing a reactive agility test that involves stopping and starting movements. To do this, we'll utilize the advanced features of reactive agility. The first step is to select the specific gates that we'll be using for the test. In this case, we'll be focusing solely on Gate 0. The other units will serve as a reaction system, and so we'll begin by selecting the first gate. Next, we'll establish the sequence for activating the devices. Our desired order is as follows. First, Gate 0 should activate, followed by devices 2, 3, 4, and 5. The test requires that, at a minimum, passing through Gate 0 will activate one of these 4 devices, and at some point, the devices will need to be deactivated, before the participant runs through Gate 0 once again. Once we have completed the initial steps, we can proceed to repeat the entire process. By pressing the designated button for the number of desired cycles, we can repeat the workout as many times as necessary. Additionally, we have the flexibility to change the activation method, adjust sensor distance, and then initiate the test again. In this particular case, we have 5 iterations. Let's explore how to generate a Y test using our latest feature. To do so, we'll navigate to the advanced mode of the reactive agility system. First, we'll choose the start gate as gate 0, and set trigger gate 2. Once we've done this, we can move on to the next step. Our objective is to present a signal on device 4 or 5 at random, which will prompt us to make a decision and run in that direction. To begin with, I must choose the order of tasks. We have a starting gate and a trigger gate. Next, in order to complete the test, we need to respond to the signal that appears randomly on either device 4 or 5. To ensure a randomized selection, I will click on device 4 and add device 4 to 5 to the same section. Let's set the duration to infinity. Our order starts from gate 0, and once we pass through gate 2, indicated by the trigger, a blue square will be presented randomly on device 4 or 5. However, before we proceed any further, we must align our gates. Once we have aligned the gate tests, we can begin. We also have the option to adjust the deactivation method and sensor distance on devices 4 or 5, allowing them to recognize us from a greater distance as we pass by. With that, you can press start and begin with workout. Furthermore, consider the back-to-home reactive agility drill. It's not necessary to incorporate a timing system in every reactive agility workout. We can design a training session without the use of timing gates. Therefore, let's develop a back-to-home workout and advance our training. Since we won't be using any timing gates, we'll only need to include some lighting. The initial signal will appear on device 0, followed by signals on devices 1 to 5 in the changed order. This arrangement will optimize the system's performance, and I can now select the appropriate symbol or color. The remaining steps of the exercise are identical to the preceding ones. Those were just a few applications of the reactive agility feature within the SportsReact system. Currently, these can only be generated using the custom mode. However, we are planning to introduce newly designed reactive agility templates in the near future to simplify the process for you. Be sure to explore the various options and discover the ideal drills that suit your needs.